If you're tired all the time, achy for no reason, hair shedding, and you're over 40, don't go blaming menopause just yet. The real culprit might just be hiding on your plate, and fixing it could change everything. I know, because when I was in the thick of it, I swore my diet was all good. Meanwhile, my body was waving red flags like, Tressey, girl, really? We need help. Turns out what I thought was good enough wasn't really. And here's the truth. The women over 40 who seem to be thriving just a little bit better than you and I are, they seem to understand and recognize the importance of protein, and they are absolutely giving it that main character energy. The rest of us, we are running on empty and wondering, why is menopause fatigue swinging this way? But if your energy, sleep, and hair are off, I have a very strong feeling that protein is taking a back seat when it should be driving. So let's play this out. Breakfast, I'm guessing you skipped it because you're intermittent fasting. Or you opted to just have coffee and maybe a piece of toast. Lunch is a turkey sandwich with chips. Or maybe it's a salad that looks really healthy. However, it leaves you kind of ravenous and hungry a few hours later. Dinner, pasta and rice with a few sprinkles of chicken. Late night snacks, you're maybe opting for ice cream, chips, or some wine. Sounds familiar? Yeah, I know. I used to live there too. And all of that food added up to a whopping 35 to maybe 50 grams of protein for the entire day, which is no wonder life feels like quicksand and our hairbrush is getting fuller. So here's the deal. The minimal amount of protein is 0.8 grams of lean body weight. That's just enough to keep your organs from failing, not necessarily thriving. Remember that. A better target would be 1 gram of protein per lean body weight. And lean body weight is the weight size that you would like. So if you would like to be 155 pounds, you would eat roughly 155 grams of protein. But the thing is, most of us aren't even getting 100 grams, let alone 155 grams, which means you're trying to run a marathon with less than half in the tank. And I don't know about you, but I wouldn't head out on a road trip on empty. I wouldn't. Would you? So how do we fix this without turning every meal into a science experiment? Because it can feel like a science experiment. 0.8 grams, 1 gram of protein, right? So how do we do that? And also not necessarily live on protein shakes. You could, nothing wrong with that. But most of us over 40, digestive-wise, protein shakes just don't do it. So what do? I got you. I have 3 sample meal plans for you. One, if you're a vegan or vegetarian. The other one is if you have sensitivities, like I do. The third is if you have no restrictions and you have a cast iron stomach. Well, I bet you will see yourself in one of these, and trying them will give you that energy that you thought was long gone. Meal 1, if you are a vegan, listen up. You've probably been told that it is impossible to get enough protein without meat, right? But watch this. Start the day with a tofu scramble loaded with spinach, peppers, and a sprinkle of nutritional yeast. Add a slice of high protein bread. That's 25 grams of protein, quarter of the way there, right? For lunch, opt for a lentil and quinoa salad with tahini dressing. That's another 27 grams of protein. For a snack, a cup of roasted edamame. That's 18 grams of protein. Dinner, a big hearty bowl of chili with black beans, kidney beans, azuki beans, avocado, and salsa. That's 30 grams of protein. Right there, 100 grams of protein without 1 scoop of protein powder. Meal option 2. Now, if you're like me and you cannot do eggs, dairy, or gluten, you're going to love this one. Breakfast, we're going to have chicken sausages, sweet potato mash, spinach, peppers, and a cup of bone broth. Look for bone broth that has 10 grams of protein in it, okay? That will give you 25 grams of protein. Lunch, 5 ounces of salmon with broccoli and baked potato. That's another 27 grams. Midday snack, 4 ounces of roasted turkey slices with cucumbers and hummus. 18 grams of protein. Dinner, 6 ounces of chicken, roasted vegetables, and rice. Boom, 100 grams of protein with restrictions. No excuses. We got this. Now, if you have a cast iron stomach and you can eat pretty much anything, know that I am so jealous. And for breakfast, you get the honor of having 2 scrambled eggs plus 3 egg whites and a slice of whole grain toast. That's 25 grams of protein. Lunch, a turkey wrap loaded with vegetables, hummus, and a handful of almonds. 25 grams of protein. Snack, you get to enjoy a cup of Greek yogurt with berries. Easy 20 grams of protein. Dinner, grilled steak, roasted asparagus, mushrooms, and quinoa. That comes to about 48 grams of protein. Total, over 100 grams of protein without even trying hard. Do you see how simple that was? You don't need to overhaul your life. Just give protein the spotlight it deserves at each meal and snack and watch what happens. Watch your energy pick up, sleep starting to work in your favor, and more hair stays on our head than around the bathroom sink. Because here's the thing, women who thrive after 40 don't just survive, we fuel. So tell me in the comments which plan feels best for you. Vegan, sensitive stomach, or cast iron stomach? And share some of your favorite meals. Let's build a list together. Because around here, we are not letting menopause or aging run the show. Not at all. Eat well, eat your protein, and welcome to the Thriving Over 40 tribe.